Hey everyone, going to go through the Wolfpack Pro update. Just a quick tutorial on the new features that I have. This is the new tutorial PDF that I have. It has all of the symbols. It's basically a key to the entire indicator. And there are a few new features here. So we have the upper trendline bar and also a few new sorry, my cat was walking on the keyboard. We have a few new signals here. So we have the orange diamond and the yellow diamond that I've published in this update. So they are not the way that these are designed. They function differently than all of the other signals. However, I was noticing that I really wanted to have a signal that was stronger than the normal small green circle, the small green dot, but not as strong as one of the these other signals here. So these are kind of intermediates, and they're functioning pretty well here on various time frames. I've caught a lot of the bottoms of the dumps with these. So right down here, there's a pullback, and we got this symbol, and right after that we got the big green circle. So we can go to our little key here, and it's a bullish signal. It's a moderate trend reversal pattern, and then right after that we had the big green circle, which is a bullish trend continuation pattern. Now the reverse also is true with the orange diamond, so it's a bearish signal. It's a moderate strength. Oftentimes, depending on the time frame you're on, you may get before a dump, for example, you may get a big red X. However, not all time frames will get the red X. So to account for that issue, I've added these in, and they are finding some incredible tops if you go back and investigate. So we still have everything else is working the same. The golden crosses are still mind blowing, as well as we got this upper trend bar here. So we have 3 colors on it. So let's go through the upper trend bar and the lower bar, and these two are excellent to use together for extra confluence and to have that extra confidence when trading. And mindset is really it's really where I want to head with a lot of my content. Mindset, confidence are the things that make successful traders. And these are tools that can help give you that confidence. So next up we have the upper bar and the lower bar. These are right here. And what they are, I'm really excited about the upper bar and what it can do. They're meant to be paired together to give extra confluence in your trades, and they cover a lot of bases together as a pair. So the top bar, if you have white, that is a resistance break. That means that momentum is coming upwards. If you have black, it means that there is a support line that fell through and is breaking. So it's recording that. Often you won't see the old lines because they're deleted. However, we have the record inscribed into the top of your chart right here, keeping tabs for everything that happens. Also, all of these are alertable. You can set alerts for all of these as well. So if we have white is a resistance break, black is a support break, and yellow is just going to be neither. So oftentimes this is in sideways. There's some sideways movement here, sideways action here. So right here we have white. It goes sideways for a little bit, consolidates before a breakout, and it also gives a little bit earlier signals compared for like turnaround points. So this is really good to use with the bottom bar as well. So we have all of these features, as well as don't forget the acceleration wave in the middle, this wave here. This one is probably the earliest signal possible for trend reversal. So the acceleration wave is key not to forget. That's been around for a very long time now, and I hope that traders are figuring out how useful this is for signals. So all of this coming together, what we get is a lot of confidence when executing trades, because if all of the signals are pointing up or down, then we really have a lot of confidence uh, in making decisions going forward. So we just had an Ethereum, well, actually the entire market toppled over today. So just looking at, this is the 30-minute chart, we can go all the way up to the 1 hour chart. And as you can see, this is no surprise here. Looking at some of the larger time frames, we have a red triangle on the 1 hour chart, and this printed immediately before the dump started happening. And before that, we were kind of going in this sideways movement. We had the yellow for consolidation. This was the tipping point, so we saw some more black coming in, and then we got this final warning signal telling us to get out of the trade. So that is how I'm using these signals. We can actually go back through, let's go check the bar replay mode. We can go back in time and see how these played out. So we have black up top, and if I go forward, you can see as soon as this trend line started getting pushed up, the resistance is breaking, we have white. So it's working perfectly right there. So that's exactly how that works. And I'm hoping that you guys can start using these very effectively in your trading. Keep in mind that all of this works together in a unified package, and everything is talking to each other. So it's important to check all aspects of the indicator when making decisions, but also keep in mind the macro when making decisions. Like this massive dump, you might not have seen it on some of the smaller time frames. Let's go check out the 15 minutes, see what we're seeing here. Well, we have this trend line here that's bouncing off 3 peaks. We might have another bit of a dump here, but there was nothing special showing up on the 15-minute. All the 15-minute was showing was a little bit of sideways action, and then it just toppled over, and there's just a small red dot. So it's important to keep in mind here the macro. Don't forget where you are in the macro time frame. If we go all the way down to maybe the 5-minute, maybe we can see something. We see right at the peak here, we have some of these. We have some of these orange diamonds coming in. Again, orange diamonds are moderate reversal patterns, so they're not functioning off trigger waves at all. They are using other elements of the indicator to key in on the trend. Luckily, on the 5-minute, you can see there was some fake outs of the golden crosses, but we got this strong sell signal right up here as soon as just before we tipped off a cliff. So that was, if you're looking at the 5-minute chart, again, not every time frame receives every signal. However, there are key time frames to be checking. If you want to know what time frames I'm personally trading on, I've set up all of my alerts. I've set up hundreds of them, and they are sending to my signals group. I have them on Patreon, and I'll show you how they work real quick. Oftentimes you can pay for them within one positive trade. Let's check that out right here. So I have, in one click, on my Patreon, you get a special role on my Discord, and so I can select any time frame that I want, and it automatically gives me all of the relevant signals here on Discord. So if I have the ADA 15, ADA 30 minute, I've been trading ADA because it's been pumping wildly. I can come down all of these coins here. These are the top coins, and where is ADA? Right here. So I can just remove these if I don't want them in one click, and then automatically turn them back on if I'm trading on that day on that coin. And if I'm scalping, I'll turn on some of these scalping signals, and I'll show you how these appear here. So there's hundreds of signals that are showing up, and all of them tell us all of the relevant information. So we had a Cardano alert, strong buy signal on the 30-minute chart, and it came in at that price. So it alerted everyone in my signals group who selected this time frame for this coin. And I also have the scalping signals down here for the small time frames for all of the coins. This incredibly diverse ecosystem of signals. And I also have the critical alerts set up, and every single one of these has been bang on. So today we had an engine crossover that was a very bearish sign that worked out extremely well. So I'm really excited about how this is all performing. If you want to check that out, feel free to, it's just linked in the description down below to my Patreon. And other than that, guys, this indicator it's mind-blowing. It's working. It's continuing to grow. I have a lot more planned in the future for updates, possibly adding other indicators on the screen with the package for this price. So if you buy the lifetime price, you will have access to all of the future indicators in the Wolfpack Pro ecosystem. Well, anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll check you on the flip side next time. Good luck trading, you guys.